Robin has the same attitude towards jewelry that she has towards romantic interests. She doesn't want something unless someone else currently has it. And why does Cody have to make everything so fucking weird? Look, I grew up going to church every Sunday. I grew up Lutheran. Literally a member of the choir my parents were in went to our church without her husband because he attended a Catholic church. Why would a woman sitting alone automatically be assumed to be a single mom? And say for the sake of argument, that was the assumption, or that was true. Why would that put her in a vulnerable position? I think Cody is projecting his attitude around women attending church alone in the AUB. I think in the AUB, the perception of being a single mom absolutely made a woman vulnerable. It made her prey. But most churches aren't crawling with predators, Cody. I've gone to church with plenty of single moms, single people. They aren't routinely creeped on. The way I grew up, church was a place for fellowship. It wasn't a cover for creepy matchmaking. But I will say, as far as a congregation goes, what probably would cause people to talk, keeping it all the way real, is if people get to know Robin and the girls, and then all of a sudden Cody starts attending out of the blue. I think that would pique a congregant's curiosity. I also find it interesting that Cody says he's fine with it as long as Robin isn't blocking him out. Cody literally accused Janelle of doing this with her kids. Nobody is blocking you out, Cody. They just want to do something regardless of if he wants to do it. If shit goes sideways with this new church situation, Cody will absolutely blame Robin for conspiring against him. Because Cody has exactly one MO, and he uses it over and over again. He oversells something he has romanticized to get buy-in from viewers, but as soon as cracks start to appear in a relationship, he completely abandons that person and makes it seem like he was forced or coerced into the relationship. Do I think he will repeat history with Robin, even though he is singing her praises right now? Absolutely. It's not an if, but a when. By season 25, Cody and Robin will likely be divorced, mark my words. Let us not forget just how hard Cody rode for the OG3 and for polygamy in general way back in season 1.
I like marriage, and I'm a repeat offender, so I have adopted a faith that embraces that lifestyle. In fact, it recommends it. I like to reward good behavior, so if you're good with one marriage, they figure you'll be good with 2. I hope they think I'll be good with 4. 20 years ago, I married Mary, and then 17 years ago, I married Janelle, and then 16 years ago, I married Christine. I just fell in love, and then I fell in love again, and then I fell in love again.
Ultimately, I want them to marry who they love, have to, or
I believe in marrying for love,
or choose
so I hope
who.
they do that.
God forbid that someone chooses their marriage for them. Ugh.
In 2024, Cody is telling us he was coerced by his faith into marrying Mary, Janelle, and Christine, and he feels like he is the ultimate victim of polygamy. But back in 2010, he was marrying for love. He just kept falling in love and in love and in love. What's the guy to do? And mind you, Cody literally risked his freedom in order to advocate for this lifestyle. He could have gone to jail. Yeah, I am not buying that he never loved these women. And I'm not buying that Robin is his one true love, or that he is excited about living monogamy with her. This dude has had a past to cheat for over 30 years. He's not going to stop now just because he no longer wants to play house with his mistresses anymore. It makes you wonder what he will start calling Robin once she stops being his sweet, shy wife. And keep in mind, this family started out this show by trying to sell us a lie. We've read the book. We know there was always trouble in paradise even before Robin. But the lie specifically that I'm talking about is the way they introduced Janelle knowing Mary prior to her meeting Cody.
I grew up in the mainstream Mormon church. I had no idea there was even such a thing as polygamous. I mean, I live here in an area where there's a lot. I had no idea, none. I met Mary's family when I was 19. I actually met Cody a few years after that. So they were like my little novel polygamous friends for a long time.
There was absolutely no mention here that Janelle met Mary because she was married to her brother. That is a seriously messy situation. And personally, if we're going to keep it all the way real, I think Janelle was eyeing Cody before her divorce from Mary's brother was fully finalized. And Cody is a punitive person. If he was having marital problems with Mary, even in the earliest days, like he's saying now, I could absolutely see him marrying her sister-in-law as a fuck you to Mary. Overselling and half-truths are just baked into the cake with sister wives. So we need to take everything that especially Cody and Robin say with a huge grain of salt. I personally don't buy that Robin is Cody's one true love. And I think that's why his attempts to double down in selling us their love story is just so weird and unsettling. Sweet, shy wife with a conscience, just say less, Cody.